Hello, this is Strange D,
And it's Shay.
and we're here for our first ever joint review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 9, Episode 14.
9.
Episode 14. Anyway, so it starts off with Candy, and she decided that she don't even want to ride the bus with these girls anymore. She wants to go and I guess she's catching a flight with her friend, and she goes and tells Cynthia that you know what, I can't deal with these girls no more, so I'm going on the flight. And she's like, peace. And then we get on the bus, and Portia's explaining how she had a feeling that Sheree was talking about her, but she was so deep into the who said that, you know, persona that she just went with it. What do you think about that? Because I think that shit was so stupid.
She already knew that she was the one talking about it, so I don't know why she decided to act like it wasn't her. Like, told her, who did that? Who? Who said that? Knowing damn well that you the one that said it. You
And it
and
was so convincing because I was like, maybe she don't know that she said it.
right.
Like
Cause
that's
at
how
first I
convincing it
was like,
was.
who did say it? Like, who said it? And then I didn't just watch the episode where she said it. So I was like, oh, who? Like, I'm looking around my room, like, who said she a lesbian? Like, what's going on? Did I say it? Like, that's how convincing she was.
Even Cynthia was starting to think that maybe she might have said it. So they all talk about that, and then they get back to Atlanta. And this conversation made me a little bit awkward because Cynthia is talking to her daughter and I guess her friend or whatever. And she starts to describe the fact that she had some experiences with women as well. And I'm just like, now this is not a conversation I feel like I would want to have with my mother about her saying that she ate pussy or she had some kind of relationship with a woman or whatever. Like, did you feel
Right.
uncomfortable with that? Like, that was crazy.
At first I was like, okay, she's talking to her child about this. That's great. It's always good to be open as a parent. Like, if you're a parent out there, it's great. It's good to be open with your child about um your experiences, your mistakes, everything that you've done in your life. However, when you start getting into details, like when she started pointing to herself and like talking, like using explicit terminology, I was like, oh, like you didn't have to go in detail. Your daughter is a teenager. I'm sure she knew what you meant. You didn't have to describe it for her. Like that was a bit much. And towards the end of the conversation, I did feel a little uncomfortable.
I was embarrassed. Like, her daughter was like, "Okay, that's enough," and shit. I was about to
Right.
hide my hand in my head because I felt like, oh, this is weird or whatever.
Yeah,
So
you could definitely see that her daughter was uncomfortable.
yeah. So we get to Candy in the candy factory, and she's telling her friends because one thing I will say, people don't like the fact that her staff is so involved in her personal life. But I understand because they're her friends, they care about her, and they all have like this kind of family relationship or whatever. And when something goes down, they're very, defensive for her, and I like that. But she pretty much exposes Portia because Portia, I guess, had alluded to the fact that she was a lesbian in the closet. So she's like, since Portia wanted to allude to me being in the closet, how about I spill her tea? And Candy is like, she says that her and Portia kissed with tongue, and that Portia said that she wanted to eat her out until she came. I was like, "Whoa! What did you think? What did you think about that revelation?"
That was like that was definitely shocking to me. I didn't expect her to say that because of how she reacted when people call her a lesbian. So now all of a sudden you're talking about how you were having a conversation with this woman, and obviously like you were engaged in this conversation. It's something that like stuck out to you for you to remember exactly what you said, where y'all were, like I doubt that she just like Portia just brought it up randomly. Like I'm trying to. That's what I want to know. I wish I could be a fly on the wall when this conversation took place because
They were at the
the
club
way
and they
Candy
were
was
dancing. It
acting,
wasn't like nothing random. They had kissed. I just said that they kissed. And she said she wanted to eat her out. So it wasn't like something random, like they kissed. My thing is, this proves to me and my point that Portia is a damn liar. On one episode, she claimed that Kenny didn't know any of her secrets, and she know all Kenny's business. They can't know nothing about her. But if y'all kissed and did this, that, and the third, then what the fuck? How do you not think she knows some of your business? And I do believe, Portia, that you have had some ladies, in your past, not just Candy. Um, Portia just proves this episode that she's a liar, and I do think what Kenny said was true. Is that when something comes out about Portia that she doesn't want out, she will lie and she will tell lies to cover up that something that she don't want out, and that'll keep in mind that thought that Portia will lie to cover up things that she don't want revealed about herself. Keep that in mind.
right?
So she said.
I see it. I see it.
So keep that in mind. And she said she wanted to come, come. Let's off that, and then let's go to Kenya having a party for Cynthia's pussy. Is this like, hey, I don't have a pussy, but you do. Would you ever get your pussy rejuvenated?
That's probably first of all, I didn't even know this was possible for you to do. So, but she was talking about, she was explaining it to her, so she getting it tightened. Also, I'm like the way they made it sound like she was going to a dealership to get a tune up on a car. Like it was it kind of grossed me out. I I
Just the
wouldn't do it.
visual of her having her legs spread, and
Right, exactly.
I thought like it was too much. Like that's too much.
Right. Right. That's definitely like if I was to ever do something like that and I was like on a reality show, that would have never ever made the cut for something that was getting put on TV screens. I would first of all I wouldn't even want people to know that I needed to do that to feel more sensation down there. Like that's just I do admire the fact that she's so open with everything though, but it couldn't be me.
I honestly don't think that you would have actually laid on your back to do it. I don't think that would ever have went down with you.
Exactly. Like even if I wanted to do something like this, it probably never got done. How do you even go about calling the doctor like, oh yes, girl, I want to get my walls tightened? Like, I don't know. Like it just
And then the fact
I
that
don't
you
know.
like, ooh, it's getting warm. Ooh. I'm like, oh, you having an orgasm right now? Are you
Right,
having an
exactly.
orgasm right now?
Like it was basically a dildo go inside her. And I was like, oh my god, like why is she letting those shows on TV? What's going on? And then like
Okay, go
she
on.
was talking about how she was gonna tell her soon to be ex husband, I suppose. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna let him know and da 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 da. I'm like, why y'all wanna let him know? She was like, oh yeah,
Right.
it's
Your
gonna
ex.
feel good, but it ain't for you. Like, why would you even that just seems vindictive and like you're not over him.
Obviously, they still fucking. Obviously. And then like even if I were was to do something like that, like let's say hypothetically I had a pussy to do that too, I wouldn't want everybody watching me, like my sister, the nurse,
Right.
the doctor, my friend, everybody watching like it's a damn movie. Me get my walls tightened. Like no. Let's talk about Phaedra and this dramatic ass divorcing. She goes to meet with her lawyer. Her lawyer say, "I want to tell you in person, code for I want us to film this on TV. I want to be on TV that your divorce is finalized." She starts dabbing at her eyes with some tissue. Meanwhile, I'm searching in her eyes for a tear. I see no tear in neither one of her eyes.
Right.
Dabbed both her eyes, but there's no tear. And then she does this dramatic scene, take off her damn ring. Girl, what say you?
I have to say that I have yet to see this ring on her finger, at all. So for her to be like, and it's slowly and dramatically with the music in the background, like she's not already over this damn man. It was just the scene was unnecessary. Okay, y'all been getting a divorce for like 5 seasons now. Let's move on. What's next?
Exactly. I'm over the storyline. I actually think that Cynthia, this needs to be her last season. I hate to see people, out of a job, but I feel like this Cynthia storyline, it just seems to me like Phaedra is very dramatic, like the whole taking the ring off and the whole crying thing. I don't think that she gives a fuck about Apollo. I don't think that she cares about him being in her children's life. Well, maybe she does just for them having a father, but I just don't think that she was so moved the way she portrayed on the show.
Yes,
Right?
I definitely don't think that she cares about that man as much as she made it seem in that scene. Like, because judging from that scene, you would think that this was like something that was so hard for her to do. Like, he's still coming by to see her every day. They was trying to reconcile, but they couldn't do it. No, like absolutely not. This divorce been coming for like I said, 5 seasons, maybe. Like,
Exactly. And then Riley, her and Candy, they go record this song. And, I have to say, I hate to talk about somebody's kids, but Riley has no personality whatsoever. It's just like, Mom, like, I don't want, like, it was just like, girl, open your fucking mouth. Like, I was starting to get pissed. Like, I don't think I can have a child like that where they just so, like, in themselves, like you got to pull out some kind of personality. She hardly opened her mouth to talk. Like that was just
right. Just monotone the whole time. It was crazy. Even with, and I thought when she got in this booth, she was about to let loose. She was about to come out her shell. She was about to start singing, girl. I thought she was about to sing. She got in that booth, and tell me why she's still singing in this monotone voice. Like, I was like, I have never in my life seen somebody sing like this to where you show absolutely no emotion. Like, girl, you thinking about your father that's estranged that you don't ever see. Like, come on, what's the emotion? Like, at least frown. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you frown. You just blank face the whole time. And why is her mother allowing her to do this? Like, this is so embarrassing. Like, I would never. She know damn well her child can't sing. I wish parents would stop lying to their children and
funny
saying,
horrible.
telling them that they just saying that they could do stuff that they can't do. Like, be realistic. I know we want to sell the dream that you could do whatever you set your mind to, and that's 100% true. But there has to be some type of prerequisite. You can't become a superstar and you don't got no star power at all. Like, you don't. Oh my goodness, it was bothering me. And second of all, when is she gonna stop lying like this girl really 14 years old? There's a whole ass 30-year-old woman inside this child's body. I'm trying to figure out like why how is she 14 years old? It don't make sense. Every time I see her on my TV screen, all I can think about is the fact that they lied about this child's age. Like, there's no way. Something I don't know
She
what's going
does
on with
look.
that situation.
She does look very, mature for her age. What I have to say about this scene overall, I think it's a sad situation. I do think that Riley does care that her dad doesn't seem to care about her like she wants him to, but I mean, it's really sad. Like, it's sad. I hate to even, talk about it because you know it's real. Like a lot of this stuff may be, manufactured, but this is real. This girl really does care about her dad not being in her life. I mean, it's really sad.
And I think that's probably partially, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, even though she's always like very monotone when she gets on camera, maybe she's uncomfortable in front of the camera. I would hope that this little girl isn't like this in her everyday life and that she's just embarrassed, and probably more so because she doesn't really want to get into details about her situation with her father on camera.
Hmm.
So I just it just the whole thing felt kind of awkward. And you said like it's not manufactured, it's real, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of is manufactured because it's almost like is they're reconstructing the conversations that they've already had in the past for the TV screen. And she just seems so over it. I don't understand why they keep filming her when she brings absolutely nothing to this cast.
Right. So we get to Portia's palace, and the house is really nice, but we both can, agree that it has nothing on the lake house.
Right, exactly. The lake house is stunning, absolutely beautiful. And
It
this house
and
is
it's
pretty
like,
too, but it's
you
not
know, and
right.
it's really more my style. The lake house is not too big. Like
Mhm.
Portia, you're just one person. You have no children, but you have this big ass house. It's just you just keeping up with the Joneses. Whereas I feel like Cynthia, the house is kind of small. It's kind of low key. It's modern. It's really more my style. But we found out
Mhm.
that Apollo has a girlfriend. Now you were like, how they got a girlfriend, right?
Right, exactly. I was confused as to why he had a girlfriend in prison. And then I was like, after she said that, I was like, girlfriend? Like, are you sure it's a girl? Like, in prison? I was confused. But you um told me that he met her over pen pal,
She had wrote to him, and they would write, writing back, and somehow they fell in love through pen and paper. And
which is another way I know for a fact that Phaedra's Tears was fake as hell, because ain't no way my husband sitting in jail, leaving me with two kids, about to be dating somebody else over a pen pal, and I'm about to be sad that we getting a divorce. It don't make no
I don't
sense.
think that she was trying to portray that, she was sad that they were getting divorced, but I think that she was kind of like, oh, it's the end of an era, and oh, it's finally over. Kind of like that. But I just don't think that she had the tears for even that scenario.
Right. It definitely didn't come off as genuine.
So Portia meets up with Todd, and they're talking about um talking his shit together because he did lose his job or whatever. And even though I have my differences with Portia, I will admit that her wanting him to have his shit together, that's not bad. Like I don't fault her for that. They are a cute couple. They look good together. But at the same time, something about this relationship to me is off. Like it's off.
Right. Something is definitely off. They're cute together and it's cute, but it seems as though he's definitely more affectionate with her than she is with him. It's almost as like she had him around just for the sake of having a boyfriend, not because she actually genuinely has feelings for him. And when he told her that he chose her over his job, she was like, "What the fuck? Like, why would you do that? Are you dumb? Like, we not even really in it like that for you to be choosing me over your damn job." As if she kind of made it seem like she was with him because of his status, and I don't want to say that because I don't really, I'm not 100%
She
sure what his
claims
job
she
was,
claims
but
that she's with him because she wants a baby. She even said that she just wanted his sperm. Basically, she said that. So
right,
she's thirsty.
maybe she's the closet lesbian and just wants a baby.
Ooh, so let's move on.
Right, T.
That may be some tea. So we finally get to the scene where it's Candy versus Portia, and you know Portia, Candy's like she want to meet with her, I guess to clear the air or whatever. And this is why I think that Portia is lying. Let's lay out all the accusations that Portia laid out. Do you want to say what all things she accused Candy of?
Portia talking about some her husband going by a alias,
Marvin.
meeting women, Marvin, right? As soon as she said Marvin, because first I was like, oh shit, but Portia is spilling some tea. But as soon as she said the word Marvin out her mouth, I was like, she lying. Like shit. I don't have like, why would that be the name that he chose? And if I'm wrong, then I'll admit later on that I'm wrong, but
And
it is it is it's so
that
real.
she also claimed that Candy had a 7 year relationship with a woman,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
and that she had a sex dungeon.
Again, I don't know about that
And let me just
because
say,
she sells sex toys, right? So if she had a sex dungeon,
she
I feel
has a
like that would be
sex,
something that she was proud of.
she had a sex talk show, and she has a sex toy dildo line.
Okay, see, like I feel like if she had a sex dungeon, that would be something that she was open and proud about.
Exactly, something that she would admit about. She even said it was cool. Number one, Candy has always been very open and honest about her sex life. Even if she, was kind of secret about some things, sex is nothing that Candy has ever been secretive about. I don't see Candy lying about a sex dungeon. Candy has admitted that she has been with women. She wouldn't lie about that. Um, like if you can admit that you fucked, you know, a girl, I don't see why you wouldn't admit that you were in a 7 year relationship with a woman. I don't think Candy is a lesbian. No, I don't. Bisexual maybe, but
Oh yeah,
lesbian no.
she's definitely bisexual because you can't just be out here doing things with women and not be bisexual. Like because I'm straight and
Now
I
here,
wouldn't do anything with a woman.
now here's what I think happened. I think that Portia something came out that she did not want out, and I felt like she just started saying shit to take the attention off the real issue is, and that you have fucked women, you may be bisexual, something that you claim that you never were. Like even going back to the last episode where Candy was like, I haven't done anything that you haven't done, and she's like, well, what have I done? You don't know my business, but I know your business. You know, it all
Right.
comes back to her being a liar, her saying stuff because she wants to cover up or take attention off of what she got going on over there. She wouldn't even admit that she had been with a woman. She was like, "That's my business." But honey, you saying that that's your business is you pretty much you admitting that you've been with a woman. Because if you haven't, you know, did anything, you would just say
Right,
no,
exactly.
right? You would just say no. But her admitting that to me, it's just she's a liar. I think she did lie. I believe Candy 100%, and I think that Portia threw all this shit out there because she wanted to cover up what she got going on. She is from a very religious background. Portia had the whole thing with the sermons, and she was saying very anti-gay things in the sermon, and she got backlash for that. I think Portia comes from a family where being gay or doing gay things is very frowned upon, and she doesn't want that associated with her name and her brand and her likeness. So she's pissed at Candy for kind of exposing her and putting her tea out there. So she wants to hurt Candy and put shit out there about Candy to take the attention off of her and hurt Candy. Any
Right.
conclusions about the overall episode and
No, no, I agree with you 100% about Portia and Candy. I also would like to say that Portia needs to learn that she don't really got no friends in this group. She can't talk to nobody without somebody running their damn mouth about what she said out her mouth. So I don't know why she would continue to tell people in this group things when
especially
they don't have her back.
exactly. Phaedra is not your friend, Portia,
She
at
is
all.
not her friend. Every time she tell her something, it get out.
Not even that, just the way she sat there and let, you know, Sheree and Candy just come at her and not admit one time, I did say that you and Shamia fuck Candy. She just let Portia out there to dry. And that's that shit that I don't like. But anyway, this has been our review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 9, episode 14. I'm Strange D,
And I'm Shay.
and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.